Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your break. On page 253, it says we are still on our project 4. And number 1 says select the range D5 through D7. Now what we're going to do is set these so that if we were to lock our spreadsheet, then people could only change these cells and no other. So we are going to hold our control key down so we can select cells that don't connect to D5 through D7, and we're going to select F4 through F5. Nothing else will we allow people to change, just those 5 cells. And then it says right click and go to Format Cells, go to Protection, and take out the locked. So what that means is that the default for all cells are to be locked, so that if you lock the worksheet, then all of those cells are locked. By taking the check mark out of this, when you lock the worksheet, then those will not lock. They will be the only ones that you can edit. All right, that is the logic behind it. It is the best way to keep people from messing up your stuff when you let them use it. And a lot of times, think about it, a lot of times we create things that other people will use all the time. And if nobody's perfect. So if they accidentally mess it up, then you have to go in there and fix it. And maybe fixing it once or twice isn't that big of a deal, but more than that can take a lot of time. And especially if you're a contractor who just creates things for companies to use, which that can be quite lucrative. You can make some good money doing that. And you need to make sure that you create things that people can use all the time, that they don't break down, that they work. And to do that, you have to lock cells that you don't want people to change on accident. So next, let's see. Next, we chose the protection on page 254. It says to click out of that, click on the Review tab, and then it says click the Protect Sheet button. So click on Protect Sheet, and notice that people can use the locked cells and the unlocked cells unless it's protected. Okay, so if you give them the password to unprotect the sheet, then they can change it. All right. So when Excel's protect the sheet dialog box, ensure protect worksheet and contents of locked cells check boxes are checked. And then at the top of the dialog box, and the first 2 check boxes in the list contain check marks so that the user of the worksheet can select both locked and unlocked cells. So we are going to now say OK. Notice we did not put in a password. And then we say OK, and see here that this is grayed out. A lot of stuff just got grayed out, so people cannot use it. So if I was to type here, it yells at me, right? If I type here, I can type. Pretty cool? Yes, it is. Now, to turn it off, because the book does not show you how to turn it off, and that might be important, if you go to Review, Unprotect Sheet, and since we put no password in there, now if I were to type, oh, that's going to make a mess. If I were to type in here, this is one of the ones that we did not unlock. Okay, so I'm going to hit Escape. When we turn the Protect Sheet back on, remember no password. And do not put a password in there, because if I can't open it to check your formulas, I'm counting it all wrong. So make sure you do not put a password in there, but also make sure you turn it in protected. All right, so now I still have this selected, and can I type in there? No, I cannot. All right, pretty cool. It is a great thing. Now, the next thing on page 255, we can hide sheets if we would like. On number 1, page 256, it says to go ahead and add a new sheet by clicking on this plus sign here. Then it says to right-click our mortgage payment calculator and hide it. I know, this is going to make you nervous, but it's going to be okay. Click on hide, and oh my goodness, it's gone. But oh my goodness, right-click on the sheet 1, click on unhide, and you can choose whatever sheets that you want to unhide. So you can keep people from seeing things that you don't want them to see. That's a good thing. All right, so next we want to click on page 257. It says go to the View tab. Clicking on the View tab, we are going to click the Hide Window button. So if you want to very quickly hide something, all you have to do is click on the Hide and everything disappears. Yay! And then if you want to unhide it, show it again so that you can edit it. Click on unhide. Notice that it shows that there, if you had more than one workbook hidden, you could click on the others. Say OK, and voila, it is back. So fun. And on page 258, we're going to do our formula checking settings. Now, what we're fixing to do, it's probably already done, but it doesn't hurt to do it. You do need to learn where it is, just in case Sam wants to ask you, or in case somebody has messed with your stuff. So the first thing you want to do, I guess I should do that slower, huh? Click on File. Click on Options. And then from Options, you want to choose Formulas in the left pane. And then from Formulas, you want to slide down to Error checking the third section, and make sure that Enable Background Error Checking is selected. Yes, yes, yes. You could choose a different color if you wanted, but let's just leave it alone. All right. So there you go. If there are errors, that is what's going to happen. And I know that was so exciting. Say okay. Alrighty then. Now on page 260, it it tells you how to exit out of Excel. So I think we are done. I hope y'all had a lot of fun. If you have any problems remembering things, remember that page 261, the chapter summary of every chapter, gives you page numbers of where you can find things. So that should help you. All right, have a great week.